Seton Hall who control the tip.
And at 7-2, I thought he had a little advantage here on that jump ball just then against Jackson, who's 6'6". I'm going to look to get him the ball. Lobs over the top, I would think.
He was calling for it.
Yep, he sure was.
A step back. Rims in and out. Loose ball, Panthers come up with it.
Yeah, one thing about this Panthers team, Brian, is they're undersized versus Seton Hall here. But they play hard, they're energetic. Nice cut back door, and it's turned over with a deflection.
Here comes Quincy McKnight. Drives.
That's off the glass.
And that is a goaltending. Well, Prairie View, they are led by Byron Smith in his 4th full season with the, you know, he led the Panthers to the SWAC title last season and the NCAA tournament.
17-1 in conference. Not a bad run.
They go inside the Panthers. And the second turnover by Jonathan Jackson. Kevin Willard in his 10th season. Now at Seton Hall. He's taken this squad to 4 straight trips to the NCAA tournament. 4th straight year, too. They put up 21 seasons.
And that's where you want Gill to catch it out on the 15-foot range rather than down on the blocks. Watch that pick and roll going to the basket, though.
Here's Roden with Quincy McKnight. The runner, short.
Prairie View knows they have to keep 4 or 5 guys defensively in the paint to work the glass.
Corner 3, no good. Back the other way. Here's Anthony Nelson now. The dribble handoff to Nelson. Gill sets the screen and the lob, and Gill lost it.
Should be a tie-up, yep. And Gill bobbled that ball, Brian, just then. His size became neutralized because he went down to the play, tried to get the ball the same place the other guys on the floor were.
First meeting between Prairie View, Seton Hall. In fact, it's the first time Seton Hall has played a team from the SWAC.
One of the interesting things in today's game, I think, was, you know, when you look at the Panthers, they only shoot 24% of their shots are three-pointers. So they're going to try the mid-game range, but with Gill on the floor, they better be aware of it and make sure they pull up. There you go.
Here's the mid-range shot, and it's short by Andrus. He got it back, though. Madden for 3. Roden snags the board. Here comes the Pirates. Kale from the corner. Neither team can find the mark from the outside, and another turnover by the Panthers. It's their 3rd.
Yeah, nice hands by McKnight there in traffic again.
And inside to Gill, jump hook.
Yep.
Nice soft touch.
Yeah, he's developed that pretty nicely. And they're going to him, and he knows when he has the clear out, when he can step one stride into the middle of the lane. Pretty effective.
A little pressure by Seton Hall, and they drop back.
Would expect to see the consistency at the defensive end for Seton Hall after that big win that we touched on with Maryland.
In the lane, too strong.
And he's looking for Gill.
And loses it, and right up and in by Andrus. Prairie View on the board. Nelson to Roden for 3. Short. Jackson clears the board. Here comes the Panthers. And they'll wait to set things up.
And they're going to make Seton Hall guard them. Take their time at this end of the floor.
They want at least 3 to 4 passes. Madden. And that's an offensive foul. He tried to clear it out with the left forearm.
Yeah, McKnight going over that screen just then pretty quick in terms of trying to get back to good position defensively. And you're right, little arm to the chest, goes the other way.
Pirates swing it around. This is Nelson. They lob it in to Gill. Missed the first one. Misses the second one. And a tie-up. 4-2 our score here in the first half. Pirates inbounding. They run Roden and inside to Gill, and it's a little push.
Yeah, Andrus that time just, at his size, is not going to be able to handle him. 6'5" down there, but also the size of Gill, just too big to get around, actually.
Here's McKnight off the glass.
McKnight coming off 17 points in that Maryland game. He's a guy who gave them a big-time lift at the offensive end of the floor. A couple of guys stepped up for Seton Hall the other night. Brian Nelson had 10.
Another turnover by the Panthers. McKnight back to Roden. Missed it, but he'll go to the line.
Roden was another one who had 8 points, so they're going to spread it out offensively with the guard play and the perimeter play. Maybe get Gill. We've seen them go to him a couple of times. It's key to see what kind of efforts the offensive side as they come down a 2-on-1 break, and there you see the slap and the hit across the left shoulder.
Roden misses that first one. He's a 70% free throw shooter. Couple of substitutions for the Panthers.
And number 23 who just checked in, Patterson's a really good player. Trying to get himself back into the game. Only his 5th game back in terms of being able to get into stride. Very talented, though. NBA teams are taking a look at him.
Here's Madden. To the baseline. Andrus. In and out. McKnight to set things up. Good cut by Miles Cale on the baseline and lays it in.
So there's that spread, the 4 spread for Seton Hall where McKnight runs the traffic out front. Good little delay cut along the baseline, too. We'll see Prairie View possibly go to like a matchup zone also, but this gets a little bit out of control. Down 9-2 right now. Just can't get any good looks. A little bump out front. And watch for the timing of the cut along the baseline. You bring 2 players out. Andrus was the second guy who left. Here's that you see 15. He's going to help out. That's all open along the baseline for Cale. Timing has to be just right on that play when you see your man, Cale's man, leave, go to help out, and that's when you cut to the basket.
Chancellor Ellis will check back in for the Panthers, as will Fate Williams. He's got the rock now. Here's Patterson. Drives, lays it off the glass. Good move by Devontae Patterson.
Yeah, even with Gill going after him on the run and trying to get a blocked shot just then. Well done by Patterson. Averages 13 points a game. But he wasn't eligible for the first 8 games of the year.
They call it traveling on Miles Cale. 3rd turnover for Seton Hall.
See how he has to extend that. He knows there's a 7'2" guy on his left hip just then, so a big-time extension with the right hand to finish that one off, making sure Gill couldn't get a piece of it.
Tyrese Samuel has checked in for Seton Hall.
Better time to drive it all the way to the basket, too, right now.
Patterson's got it.
Gill not on the floor.
They'll start over. 5 on the shot clock. Wild shot off by Darius Williams.
One thing they're doing fairly well, though, getting back after their missed shots, not allowing Seton Hall to go up and down the floor on them in transition.
They're going to call that one a block on Antoine Lister. Little bump.
And see if the hands come out. See when the hands come out. If the hands lead, you know you're going to be in trouble defensively.
Play 7 minutes here in the first half. Bar Reynolds. From 10 misses. Here comes Seton Williams.
There's a little motion. They like to run a weave out front from time to time and then turn it into a sideline weave.
And he turns it over. Samuel. Oh, what a block. Antoine Lister from behind.
Yeah, 6'3", climbing the ladder. He'll step out of bounds, though, on the sidelines. You think you have one right here. It's Samuel going right there. He's thinking, I'm going to dunk this one and follow it right up. A pair of fours just then, making it happen on the glass.
Here's Nelson. Back to Roden and McKnight.
Yeah, they missed Powell on the floor, though. Guy who they would free up on these same sets and would take the outside shot.
McKnight drives, misses. Battle underneath. Tyrese Samuel, and they'll stay with Seton Hall.
A couple of the Panthers thought that was off Samuel just then.
Andrus checks back in for the Panthers. Miles Cale checks back in for Seton Hall. Quincy McKnight gets his first rest. 5-point lead here for the Pirates. Nelson flares out, misses the jumper. Another offensive rebound, though, for Seton Hall. Roden, good drive, followed by Samuel, but over the back. 5-point lead for the Pirates. 11:40.
As a player, when you lose a teammate who scores 24-ish points a game, you're saying, maybe I can pick up the scoring slack, and you start to go a little bit too much one-on-one. What he's looking for them to do is reverse the ball, get some action on the other side of the floor, and then challenge people off the dribble. It's just the first guy going with it, not getting it done. Only 9 points to this point for Seton Hall.
Here's the Panthers. Spin. Patterson misses. Samuel clears the board. Here comes the Pirates.
They're fired at your 6'10" guy coming down the floor. He's looking to get under the basket.
Now let's see if they move the basketball like Kevin Willard said. Nelson inside. Samuel. And he's hacked.
So Willard will take that slip cut to the basket and get his Samuel to the free throw line. So if you have a first-time look, you take it and go with it. But if not, that's when he wants the ball to go. So both sides of the floor.
Tyrese knocks down that first free throw. He's a freshman. You see out of Montreal. Shooting just 42% from the line so far this season. They knocked both of those down.
Yeah, not many attempts so far this year, only the 8th and 9th, but that looked pretty smooth to me. There's this weave action that they run, and they look to go to the sidelines with it.
Patterson throws it away. Another turnover. 8 so far for Prairie View. Good block, though.
Decisions haven't been great by Seton Hall on the break, though.
There's the tie-up. That was another thing you heard Kevin Willard say, hey, we got to finish on those breaks.
Got a hand on the ball, but
another arm around him, too.
He took the words right out of my mouth.
You saw what I saw.
I know. Pictures don't lie. You can try to fluff around them, but somebody out there is seeing the same thing we are. You've seen Patterson use 2 good, strong moves already just then, though. One going to the basket, whereas a tie-up was called, but then posting up on the inbounds play.
Samuel's going to have a seat. He's got 2 fouls. Ike Obiagu checks in.
6 blocks against Maryland as the Gill. That gets you thinking if you're a guard, I'll tell you that much. 12 blocks between the two of them.
And ball fake. There you go. And Gerard Andrews lays it in.
Nice little hesitation, too, because he knows that their shot blockers are out there. Wait and let the guy jump right by you, then finish off the easy one. Nice.
Here's the trap. Andrews, the steal. The layup. It's good.
Bounce of the step now collectively.
Yes. And here comes the Panthers as the lead is just 3.
Now, this is a good time to get one going. There it is to the basket. Yep.
Quincy McKnight.
If you're struggling, you want to make sure you try to get something going to that basket. It's a good decision by McKnight. Good night overall night against Maryland the other night with 8 rebounds and 6 assists for him. Good stat line.
Patterson, another drive, and he'll go to the line.
Making it happen, isn't he, Patterson? Not afraid to mix it up a touch. Number 23, Patterson. And a nice step, little fake there by Andrus, and he finishes it off. And a little step in also. Nice little clear the passing lane, take it and go.
More substitutions for the Panthers. Patterson misses that second one. This is just his 4th game back. And back the other way is Roden as he lays it in.
See, even with the turnovers, Brian, with Seton Hall, as they look at show a 2-3 zone right now. And you just the pace is just playing right into Prairie View's hands. I mean, just the way it's a slow down. It doesn't seem like there's any fire or excitement going up and down.
Andrus misses. The follow up and in is good. Climbing the ladder. Good follow. Kale. Here's Nelson. 8 on the shot clock. Kale fire from 3. Too strong. Andrews the board. And knocked out of bounds by Nelson.
So the action pretty good for Prairie View again. Coming from the right side, Dwayne Cox at 6'2". Good lift. Good finish, too. That's a tough one to put in as he was coming away from 15 feet away on the right side. Had to find a way to soften up his touch on that one to finish it.
Here's Patterson. 8 minutes until the half.
This is a matchup, so that weave isn't going to work against the matchup. You got to go by somebody.
5, and Patterson to shoot from 3. Four-point lead for Seton Hall.
In a low-scoring game, 15-11. Just under 8 minutes to go here at the Rock.
Well, all 11 field goals in this game so far have been made in the paint. Both of these teams a combined 0 for 8 from 3. Here's Shavar Reynolds. McKnight the 3, but they're going to call that foul on Obiagu setting the screen. His second.
The pace really has Seton Hall thrown off a little bit, doesn't it?
It does.
Slowing it down on the offensive end. Prairie View is, but then at the defensive end, they're kind of slacking off the guys. They're inviting them, the Seton Hall players, to shoot the ball from the outside. And Seton Hall shoots at 36% from 3, but without Powell, it's a different team.
Coming up that curl and firing.
Gill's
So
got
good as Chance Ellis.
Gill's got to come down with that rebound.
Patterson, the offensive glass, good drive, banks it home.
Well, I like the way Patterson just throws the body first. He leads with it. He gets the contact on the much, much bigger Gill at 7'2" to get him off his stride, and then finishes it off. See all the, look at the way they're slacking back a little bit.
2-point lead for the Pirates.
Watch the contact. Just a little bit. And that, see how it buckles the knees of Gill just a little bit? Because the one way to neutralize a big guy, a 7'2" guy, is to get him moving. And then if you can hit him legally, which that's a legal play, drive it to the basket, you buckle his knees again, he can't get off the floor, and you can lay it in a little easier. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point game, though, huh?
Yeah, Antoine Lister is now checked back in. Wayne Cox is going for the steal there. Here's Roden. And count the bucket, they say. Oh, they're going to get called the charge.
Yep.
Antoine Lister draws the charge on Roden.
Yeah, he's out of the restricted area, so that's fine there. And some people say, well, he's not squared up. You don't have to be totally squared up to the driver on that particular play. As long as you establish legal defensive position, you could have a tilt to your body. So that was a good call from the officials.
So no bucket. Offensive foul on Seton Hall.
The adrenaline lift from the Maryland game the other night, which had to be the first time playing without Powell for a full game. It's just not there. It's there at the defensive end, but not offensively yet for Seton Hall.
Yeah, Tamir Bynum drove. That pass was too close. And McKnight turned it right back over.
Yep, left his feet. And you go into no man's land.
Here's the pull-up. Too strong. Darius Williams got his own shot, and there's a block by Gill with 6 against Maryland.
We go again.
Patterson.
Yep, Patterson too eager. He's going to go the other way on him.
Well, these Panthers come in at 3-8. You ask, where's Prairie View? It's in Prairie View, Texas. Members of the SWAC, and you want to talk about notable luck. I pity the fool who don't know the notable alums of Prairie View. You got Mr. T, Cynthia Cooper Dyke. But you know what? Miss Prairie View 1954, Opal Smith, is watching. She's from Dallas. She hasn't been feeling well. We hope you're feeling a whole lot better. You need to get better. She loves her Panthers, and I know she's watching.
Have a great holiday.
Absolutely.
Well, I was sensing you were going to hit me when you started that Mr. T stuff.
Here's Gill. Knocks them both down. Lead is 4 now. 6 minutes until the half.
Well, here comes the motion offense again. See if they can get it closer to the basket, though. After 25 feet away doesn't make it happen. Against the man-to-man, you'll have better cutting opportunities off the dribble, too. And be careful in there.
Andrews got his own miss, has it stripped. Follow rejected by Gill.
You see that one coming. Watch out.
Save, but to the Panthers.
I'm going to make sure whoever that was who went flying in there. Okay, it's Nelson. He's back up. So you could just see this one coming. Gill had that one lined up.
Oh,
he blocked that about, 7 feet off the ground, I think. That didn't have a chance. And the shot before that was a fall away from about 12 that went out to 15 feet almost. That was the impact of having a 7'2" guy underneath.
Gill second in the Big East, 14th in the country. In blocks, he averages 2.9 a game. Here's the drive and the kick out. Nearly stolen by McKnight. There's Romaro Gill, senior, out of the Virgin Islands. Has 6 blocks against Maryland. And now he and Ike Obiagu are Roommates on the road. And I tell you what, they're in a competition when it comes to blocks. 3 on the shot clock. Oh, that 3 is good. Darius Williams knocks it down, the senior out of Augusta.
Yeah, a team that doesn't really shoot many threes at all. Only 43% on their two-point shooting. So this is not a great shooting team, but they're hanging around with their defense.
Nelson knocks down the jumper. But the Panthers aren't going away. We got 4:30 until the half. Here's Williams again. Andrus. It's good.
And now all of a sudden they're trying to charge at the Seton Hall Pirates at the offensive end of the floor to pick it up a little bit. So a little different tempo.
He's got 8. The lead is just 1. McKnight turns the corner.
Good help in the middle of the floor.
Shavar Reynolds from the corner. No. Andrews the board. Here comes the Panthers with opportunity to take the lead and throws it away.
So making things happen. The long-range shot by Williams there gives them a real big... Yeah, both of these teams, Prairie View shooting 35%, Seton Hall at 33%. So not a shooter's game so far. Defensively, guys really letting the outside shot develop, not allowing the drives as much as possible to the floor, even though it's 12-12 in the paint scoring.
Nelson tried to kick it out to Shavar Reynolds. Another turnover. 8 turnovers now for the Pirates. Hey, make sure you stay with us at the break. The Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report. Jim and I are going to break down the first half. We'll send you out to L.A., to our L.A. studios. You got Rob Stone, Steve Lavin, and Casey Jacobson. They have a discussion on the Big East favorites heading into conference play, which is about a week away. That's the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report. Patterson, little turn, jump hook, follow, up and in by Linnell Henry.
That's all because of the Patterson isolation on the left side of the floor. Gill was away on the right side for a moment, allowing Patterson to go to work. Gill reacts, and then they got a follow-up because of it.
Prairie View, their first lead of the game.
So sometimes they're in a hurry, and then sometimes they just pull it back out. They look at their coach on the sidelines, Byron Smith. Knew he was going to have his hands full today, but I'm sure very excited about how they've been playing so far.
Patterson draws a foul on Roden. And so the senior out of Bridgeport, Texas, will head to the line.
So he's looking for Gill initially, and then a little floater on the way back, trailing and floating away from the basket. Since he's been on the floor, this has changed the complexion of the game, the aggressiveness underneath against Seton Hall.
Miles Cale's going to come back in. Shavar Reynolds to have a seat.
Patterson came in as the preseason player of the year for the conference. Missing those games hurt him, though, trying to get back into game condition.
All of a sudden, Prairie View, Jim, is on a 6-0 run. And then another turnover here. Romero Gill.
He's falling, he's holding his face, so you know that first shot we had, you couldn't see it because it was a little blind, but that was a good call from the officials.
And Henry missed them both. Three-point lead for Prairie View.
Let's see if Seton Hall changes up their defense a little bit. Maybe with these exchanges, maybe a double team from time to time. They just keep switching clean up front.
Reach in by McKnight. And it'll stay with Prairie View.
Right through Gill's legs just then, I believe.
Here's Madden. Nelson nearly came up with a steal. Henry. And Patterson back out to Henry for 3. Miles Cale clears the board and pushed.
I think that's going to stay with Prairie View.
But did he fall?
Looks like he just slipped a touch. I don't think he was pushed. Let's take a look.
Oh, yes, his feet got a little tied up. So let's stay with Prairie View. Here's Williams. Reverses it and lays it in. Nice move by Darius Williams. Prairie View on an 8-0 run and a 5-point lead here with 2 minutes until the half.
And Williams coming off 7 against Colorado. He's the type of guy who can get hot in a hurry. Has had some big scoring games earlier in the year for Prairie View.
McKnight has it knocked away.
So he knows that Gill is closing on him. You'll see Gill come into that scene right there, and he knows that he has to go to the opposite side, and you see the beauty of going to the opposite side because Gill just can't react quick enough to get to the right side of the basket.
Nelson having trouble getting it in. 5-second call. 11 turnovers for Seton Hall.
Now, to beat the number 7 team in the country, which they did, Brian, just the last time out against Maryland, you can only imagine how kids are feeling, right? This is the number 7 team in the country. We have an opportunity to get a real stamp on the schedule in terms of a big win. Now, this looks like there was an energy letdown to me in terms of these guys. I mean, I'm not saying they're not playing hard. Don't get me wrong on it, but they just don't seem like they have that life to them, the balance that they had against Maryland the other night. They need something to happen defensively to get them back into this.
Madden running the point for the Panthers.
Right now they're being outpicked in a slow game. The pace is just really taking its toll on Seton Hall.
Williams fires. Seton Hall's fewest points in a half so far this season, 26. They're sitting at 19 right now.
And they've been a kick in traffic. Yeah, and the defense
out for the second straight game. He's in concussion protocol. You see him with the glasses. And Sandru Mamu-Kelishvili out as well. He's got the broken wrist. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Doesn't expect him to be back until about February.
So 32 points or so combined for the both of those players. And I think just as important as the points they score for Kevin Willard is the leadership they give. And plus the obvious different dimension with Powell being able to shoot it from pretty much where we're sitting here right at half court almost. And Mamu was just having a very good season.
That's Seton Hall's first points in 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Got to keep that cast away from Powell, too. The last thing he needs is to accidentally hit him in the head.
You're right.
Showing a move there. And
open 3 and good. Chance Ellis. He's here from out of Queens, so it's a homecoming for him.
Yeah, he leads the SWAC in three-point shooting makes with 2.7 a game.
McKnight in the lane.
And that's a slider defensively, I think. Yep. So they don't take many of them. So they only need a few of them to go down to stretch the lead a little bit. They're currently up 7 over Seton Hall. McKnight at 82% needs to make a pair here. Nice line, though, against Maryland the other night, Thursday night. I like the 8 rebounds and the assists.
He leads his team in assists, steals. Shavar Reynolds is going to check back in.
They may try with this smaller lineup right now. They may try to throw a little bit of a blitz defense right here. So look for a double team, either in the backcourt or once it crosses into the front court.
Knight knocks down the free throws. Lead is 5. Under a minute until the half.
Just switching straight up.
They go inside to Andrus. Raked out by Miles Cale. Reynolds pushing to the corner. McKnight ball fake. Drives off the glass. No. Andrus to board. And the Panthers will have the last shot if they want it.
They want to start the action towards the basket. 7 seconds or so. Here it comes.
Madden. Patterson for 3 with 4 on the clock. Reynolds from half. Off the glass and no. Seton Hall has yet to hit a 3.
Yeah, and I'm thinking right now, Brian, that they got to jumpstart themselves. I mean, it's not panic time for Seton Hall, but they don't want to go another 10 minutes playing lethargically like they did in that first half and not getting results. So look for a curl cut, maybe with McKnight going to the basket on a screen out front, try to get something going. There he goes.
McKnight goes downhill. And foul on the Panthers.
You knew it had to be either him or Nelson going to his left to try to jumpstart this offense. And I'm really going to be interested to see if they switch up defensively here. Instead of falling back, that they throw a trick or two at Prairie View.
McKnight right on his season average of 10 points. And here comes some pressure.
Yeah, and they're looking, you can almost see them look at the cheat to get up. Nice pass if he catches it.
Andrews banks it in. They break the pressure and convert it to points.
Yeah, and attacked it. You're absolutely right, Brian. It's one thing to get it past half court, but it's not done yet. If you have numbers, go for it.
Miles Kale lays it in.
Yeah, see, there's the second attack. That's the adjustment that Kevin Willard probably talked about. Hey, we're going to drive this ball as soon as we get it from the guards, and then we're going to switch them and get them playing a little faster.
From the corner. That 3 no good by Ellis.
A little drive, nice push, and you push that ball past the defender and you run right after it. Nice work there by Kale to get it. So we've seen 2 quick drives by Seton Hall. Keep watching for the high screens. And they have an occasional dump down to Gill if he slides back down towards the basket.
Sets 2 screens. McKnight comes off the second one.
Good work, too, there, keeping Gill off the offensive glass.
Madden back the other way. Nearly lost it. And they'll reset. Here's Patterson. And travel.
That's the shuffle of the feet. As he, catching the basketball there. That was quick.
Coach Smith, he didn't like that call. Here's McKnight. Weaving into traffic. No. Gill tried to follow it up. Lost it. Here comes the Panthers. Madden again. Patterson, good ball fake, and dunks it home.
That was pretty, wasn't it?
Oh, my. Right down Broadway.
And Gill was the guy who was thinking about trying to guard that and went for the old ball fake. And Patterson just ripped right by him after he left his feet.
Here's Roden for 3.
They're pushing. You see the setup here. Gill has to come a long way. And up 7'2", you go up in the air. 15, 18 feet away from the basket. You are definitely neutralized and done. Nice drive by Patterson, who changed the complexion of this game in the first half when he came off the bench.
Third foul on Devontae Patterson. That could be an issue. As McKnight weaves his way to the basket, he's got 12 now.
He's got an interesting style of delivering the ball, too, when he's off balance a little bit, but effective.
The dribble handoff by the Panthers.
See, they're well prepared for this. It's just a straight-up exchange. And
Andrews and Kale gave him a little shiver.
Yep.
On the drive.
So Prairie View is content with that high exchange, even though they're not getting anything out of it for the first 5 or 8 seconds because it's wearing the clock down. They just want to keep Seton Hall from getting the turnovers and going down for transition.
Whoa. Nearly stolen by Shavar Reynolds. Williams open three, missed it. Obiagu clears the board.
But Ellis hits him going after the basketball. Ellis got to back off on that one. And see, this ball is secured right there. He's not giving that up with his strength. And then all of a sudden you start to swipe at it. You know you're going to get the call from the official on that one. Prairie View continues to shuffle guys in and out, though, Brian.
Yep, Dwayne Cox would check in. So, too, will Fate Williams.
Well, they used 12 guys in the first half.
Pirates still have not made a three yet. Kale cut off the baseline.
Just could put no Powell into that stat.
Worked it around, and McKnight misses the three, but Kale the offensive board. And he'll shoot from distance, and they still haven't made a three.
That's going to be
0 of 11 now from distance.
Obiagu, I think, over the top, pushing to get position offensive glass. Long shot's going to kick off, and he's out of position on the left side, and he's trying to get back into position.
And that's the third on Obiagu.
Seton Hall scores 75 points a game, and Prairie View at 70. They are just really slow.
Good dish. Patterson inside to Andrus. I tell you what, I know it's just the fourth game back for Patterson, but boy, he's working himself into game shape, isn't he?
You know, he can play. He can play. This scout's taking a look at him. One thing this team does, Prairie View, is they foul a lot. And they really, their opponents shoot just under 29 free throws on average per game. So that's why they go deep. Everybody gets a chance to play, and they're aggressive and not afraid to mix it up, but they do foul.
A couple of substitutions. Darius Williams. Chance Ellis will have a seat. Here's Reynolds. And McKnight turns it over. 12 turnovers for the Pirates.
And Nelson back in, and that's just Kevin Willard sending a message to McKnight. You just can't have that kind of turnover. You're a senior leader. You got to make things happen. You got to make the easy pass.
Here's Andrus.
You see how they're not in a hurry. They're willing to take time off the clock. Now it's under 10. And a little panic sets in right now.
5. Andrus got it, gathers, shoots it, knocks it down with 2 on the shot clock.
Beautiful set play, don't you think?
Yeah. Just how he drew it.
Yeah, and it works. Ball down, and the little broken play is generally when you get your best shots most of the time.
Andrus leading scorer with 14. Here's the three from the corner by Samuel. First three up.
Push up a little bit more on the defensive end, which I think is very smart on his part. Get your guys, get them to get something going defensively, Brian. Maybe you get a layup out of it in transition.
Pirates shooting just 32% from the field. You talked about the 12 turnovers. They average 13 a game, so they're all right there, almost at their season average. Crossover drive, good block by Obiagu, and he lost it out of bounds. Got a win over Texas yesterday, but they need to pick it up here because conference play begins in a week, and they start things off in Chicago against DePaul.
Yeah, this is a good week for the Big East. As you mentioned, that win, Seton Hall over Maryland, but how about, you mentioned Providence, but Villanova over Kansas by a point. Purdue 9-0, losing to Butler by 9. And how about St. John's, a 70-67 win over Arizona.
Ike Obiagu gets the bucket. Now it's a 2-point lead. Now let's see what happens here as Seton Hall tries to turn up the pressure.
And see if they can get the fans involved a little bit.
And a turnover. All of a sudden you feel a little momentum here for the Pirates.
Little dump down. Square your body in there. Make sure you're a receiver in the lane. Nice little finish in terms of the turnaround. You have a guy in your back from 4 feet away. You should be able to just jump right over him at 7 feet and 7 foot plus.
Here's Nelson. Driving. Haynes off the glass. Got it. We're all tied up. Pirates on a 7-0 run.
And they are not settling or trying to shoot the ball from the outside.
And Reynolds nearly came up with a steal.
Yeah, pretty good effort just then by Reynolds going after that. But the drives are here. Here comes Nelson around the corner. Lefty gets his left-handed shot off going to the right. And it allows them to keep putting pressure on a little bit more full court. Nice adjustments by Kevin Willard. And switching up some of the defensive sets.
Couple of substitutions. Samir Bynum is checked back in for the Panthers. Here's Patterson. He's back in.
And he's got to get active on the offensive end, Patterson. Get him a touch or two down low with the isolation, maybe. Williams
pulls. Got it. With a hand in his face. They say it's a 2. Samuel for 3. Missed it. Last time Seton Hall led, it was 19-18 Pirates in the first half.
We'll take a look at Williams going over the top of the extended hand. And just for a 2, hitting the line as he shot the basketball.
Inside Andrews.
And to block the second. Foul was first, though, on Samuel. So here's the fans, groaned a little bit. That was the first grab there in terms of going to the basket. So a nice dunk down again by Patterson along the baseline. To get Andrews to the line.
He missed it. That first one.
79% free throw shooter coming in.
Obiagu will have a seat. That one left it short.
The team, they shoot it at 65% from the free throw line. Seton Hall done a whole lot better at 68. See if that comes into play down the stretch.
Lets him ignite the basket and count it.
He's tricky with the basketball. I love the fact that he can go left or right as a right-handed player. So often you see guys try to make a left-handed shot here, but keep in mind, by going around the corner, getting your shoulders ahead and your hips ahead of the defender, you have the right of way, and scooping that ball up there generally gets it there much quicker.
Four fouls on Patterson. 10-2 run by the Hall. First lead since it was 19-18 in the first half.
A big set here for Prairie View, too, to see if they can get a little confidence back. Everybody in the building is sensing a little bit of a Seton Hall run.
Williams knocks down the jumper.
Boy, he's been money, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. The average is 11, but as you pointed out, had 28 against Arizona State earlier this season. And, you know, Coach Smith told us he can, once he gets hot, he can heat up. How about that one?
Brody in traffic, no less.
Back and forth we go.
Yeah, a little bit of tempo right now, which I think is going to play into the favor of Seton Hall. They got to be careful if you're Prairie View. Another bump outside. Good call. It's a good call. So Prairie View trying to get it. There was no push-off just then. I think the fans wanted a right-handed extension. I didn't see one from that angle or the live angle, and rode into traffic with a dandy of a shot to get it to go.
Here's Patterson.
Yeah, he's got to get active.
Ball fakes. Tried to get it inside to Andrus. Went off of Samuel, so they'll stay with the Panthers.
So that's what Seton Hall has to be careful with. If this game gets under 5 minutes, you have Patterson, you have Andrus, two guys who will come at you and challenge you in the last 3 to 5 minutes of a game.
Trying to run Williams off some screens, get him some open looks. He pulls up, and he'll go to the line. He's tricky.
Yep. Keep in mind, too, their last game out, they lost to Colorado 83-64, but that was a game, you know, pretty much until the 6-minute mark. And a little ball fake there, gets himself to the line, and then Colorado beat them. But this is a team that they fight. They're energetic. They fight. They defend.
So the senior Darius Williams, he's out of Augusta. Shoots about 67% from the line on the season.
Tying his shooting, get the holiday spirit in this building, did he?
Not at all.
He got the holiday jeers.
Cool as a cucumber, knocks it down. A couple of substitutions.
Boy, they keep the bodies fresh out there, don't they?
Dwayne Cox checks in. Andrus will have a seat. Linnell Henry checks in as well for Prairie View. Williams hit us them both. Panthers 1-point lead.
Nobody had McKnight.
Backs him down, turns. He draws the personal. So here's Quincy McKnight. He's got 15. Make it 16. Been perfect from the line thus far.
Yeah, keep in mind, too, Brian, we touched on this before, that this Prairie View team puts their opponent to the line for about 28.5 free throws on average per game. So what does that tell me? That tells me if I'm Seton Hall, don't settle for the outside shot. Drive away, tack, make them use their hands and get to the free throw line.
Williams going to the hole. How did he get that shot to go?
Oh, I love the way they challenge. When they need a basket as a team, they just put the guns down and keep going and put it right at you and dribble it and drive it and make you defend them.
Darius Williams has made the last 8 points for Prairie View. Nelson.
Yeah, so there's an adjustment on the fly. Kevin Willard continues to have his guys drive it, and they got the 3 guys in the perimeter who can do just that. A little smaller team on the line, on the floor right now for Seton Hall.
Here's Chance Ellis. Andrus threw it away.
All right.
McKnight.
That's going to be a block. So here comes the drive, and you said, how does he get through it? He's got just a good hang time in terms of finishing that one off. Same thing right here, the lefty, Nelson. Really need Nelson and McKnight to lead this team from the backcourt. Get a little support from Reynolds.
Quincy McKnight now with a season-high 18 points.
Coming off 17 against Maryland. Somebody's got to find the extra points with Powell from the guard position not playing.
Lead is 3 for the Pirates. Panthers trying to attack. Henry turns. Goes up, blocked by Roden.
Yeah, got to kick that one out. That frustration sets in. He picks up the foul. And 2 bad decisions there by Henry. So here's the first one. He bobbles the ball a little bit now. He's in traffic. Can't get a shot. Can't get a good angle. Puts that ball right up there for Roden to block it, and then reaches in. As I mentioned, they will give you free throw attempts.
1-1 for Roden. Whoa. I'm happy that the board was supported there. That was a brick. Here's Seton Williams. We're coming up on 10 minutes left in the game here.
Prairie give us 9 team fouls in the second half here.
And this has been their guy. McKnight pushes it. Reynolds for 3. Missed it. Jackson the board, and here comes the Panthers. Seton Hall 1 of 14 from 3.
Comes that high weave again that they've been running. It's really partially designed to look for an angle to go to the basket, but taking a lot of time off the clock.
3 on the shot clock. Williams drives, scoops, nothing.
Play on. You got to be ready to defend.
Here's Nelson.
Nice move.
Good hesitation. Drives and lays it in and gets the foul.
That was a beauty of a move as Powell loves that from the bench.
Combined 16 of Seton Hall's 26 points here in the second half. So they have certainly been the story.
This is where Kevin Willard wants his team to put in a real good set defensively right now, extending the lead a little bit. Yep. Goes the other way.
Yep, Pirates on a 7-0 run. As the Panthers turn it over.
I don't think on the lost ball, but maybe out front there could have been a little bit of a hit just then by McKnight. Prairie View knows right now they got to come up with a stop because they're losing a bit of the momentum. Keep thinking about driving if you can, though, if you Seton Hall, because they will foul.
Samuel thought about the 3 and knocks it down. The largest lead for the Pirates.
Real good looking stroke, too.
The freshman. North of the border from Montreal. Long 3 from the corner. That's no good by Lister.
Wow.
But there's Williams. His follow no. Pirates control it, and here comes Nelson. Samuel, and knocked away.
Samuel just takes his time here. One little dribble to get your rhythm and let it fly. Big hoop for Seton Hall. Put 3 on the board just then.
Samir Bynum is checked back in for Prairie View. McKnight slicing again. Gets it off the board. 12-0 run by the Pirates. McKnight's got 21. Season high. 8 minutes left in the game.
And McKnight will figure out a perfect time as a guard to drive by somebody and take it to the hall.
Pirates extend this lead thanks to a 12-0 run. Madden driving, double pumps, missed it. Here comes McKnight.
He's going to pull this one out, though. Good decision right there.
Samuel asking for it on the block. And what they say as a big man, you never bring the ball down, right?
Yep, neutralize and eliminate the size advantage that you have.
How about this? Talk about tale of halves here. Seton Hall shooting 30 in the first half, over 60% there in the second.
And they've cut down dramatically on the turnovers. They had 11 at the first half.
Here's Patterson, spinning and winning, lays it in.
Yeah, I think they put him on the bench just so he could get a breather, because I have to believe that they're going to try to use him over the next 7 and change here to get him active, try to cut into the Seton Hall lead.
Here's Nelson. Samuel again. How about Roden cutting to the basket?
Beautiful recognition too, Brian, from Samuel to just release that basketball in a hurry.
Bynum to Madden to Patterson. Too strong.
And he floated away from it, too. If he stayed on that shot, he might have had a chance to rebound his own miss.
And a turnover by the Pirates.
And they didn't need that pass, that diagonal pass. And here's that sweet cut and a nice, easy layoff pass there by Samuel. Well, the only problem with down 11 right now is that the weaves out front. You got to get into it a little quicker.
Patterson. And it's a charge.
Yep. He wants to get involved. There's no question about it. He's the most talented offensive player. But they set right in here on him. Reynolds just takes the hit. He gets out of the restricted area. I don't know what Patterson.
I think it's his 5th foul. So Devontae Patterson has fouled out.
Yeah, not only that, I was more concerned about the discussion he was having with the officials.
He fouls out with 11 points. Six minutes to play.
For the drive to the basket. Like to set it up. Nice cut there by
Samuel. Too strong. Roden flying in again. Couldn't corral it. That was too strong.
And participation on that one.
Here comes a little pressure by Prairie View.
Yep, they're looking for a double team in the backcourt. The luxury that Seton Hall has with the guard-oriented set that they have out there. Yep.
Oh, that went on the junior Dwayne Cox.
Everything is 2 shots now.
Here's Anthony Nelson, the sophomore. He came up so large in that Maryland game, making plays and big spots for Seton Hall. And he's had to take over the point guard role now that Miles Powell is out, because Quincy McKnight has all of a sudden moved over to the 2 spot.
Yeah, and it's for Nelson. It was his first start of his career high in minutes, 4 assists.
He's got a season high 11 points here tonight. Pirates up 13. Here's Williams. He'll have to carry this Panther squad.
And they don't have their taller lineup on the floor. Seton Hall right now, so instead of shooting the long-range shots.
Oh, good cut by Quincy McKnight. He's got 23.
They have to get into it a whole lot faster. Now all of a sudden this starts to work against them. The outside weaves.
And they turn it over.
But Seton Hall continues to run the backdoor cuts. The availability against a team that will lean and pressure out front.
Patterson is out. Ellis and both of the Williams with 3, and Obiagu and Samuel with 3 for Seton Hall. lost it attacking. And back the other way come the Panthers.
Just missed the layup.
Yep. So Nelson will take his time here, 4:20. Here's Roden. And the foul. That one's on Caleb Coleman. I was going to say, Seton Hall's done a good job here at the line. 18 of 22. Roden a point over his season average of 7. Samuel check back in. Reynolds to have a seat.
Well, they've got a combination here with McKnight being a senior, but his leadership has really helped with guys like Cale and Nelson, I believe, for Seton Hall.
Prairie View's missed 9 of the last 10 shots. Make that 10 of the last 11. They've just fallen apart here the last 3 minutes. As Roden follows up the McKnight miss.
Not many transition buckets for Seton Hall, but that was a good one. Nice diagonal pass.
Williams.
There's a reach out front. 3-point shooting game.
Quincy McKnight, 23, season high here tonight. He scored 40 now over the last 2 games for Seton Hall, picking up that scoring slack with Miles Powell out. And this man will have to pick up the scoring slack for Prairie View. Williams with 14 tonight. Make that 15.
Well, how about Seton Hall's numbers at the 3-point line, though, too, by 2 of 15, and Samuel hit the 2 of them. This is where, once again, having 4 guys on the floor who are guard-oriented players with Samuel who can touch and handle a little bit. There you go.
Good dime to Samuel and count it.
There's the catch and go by Samuel. He's got some good hands. Finds the right spot on the floor as a young player, and that's a beautiful look by the lefty Nelson, ripping it around the corner. And it took them a while to get this thing going the way they wanted to, but finally Seton Hall looking much better than they did in the first half.
Three minutes. Coleman throws it away. McKnight dumps it home.
Good little extension on that one, no less.
And Williams back the other way.
Well, Williams is really giving them good action here. Watch that a big extent. He senses somebody might be coming to get it. I thought he lost the ball just for a split second there. Regathered it and finished it off. McKnight at 6'4", getting up there.
25 points for Quincy McKnight. Prairie View with 20 turnovers. Darius Williams continues to get buckets.
You got the ball handlers out there, that's for sure. And he's a shooter.
Samuel missed that 3. Here's Miles Cale for the follow.
Good anticipation by Cale. You know, most of your shots from the left side will miss to the right side. So good understanding of watching the ball, tracking it, And look at this finish here. Just bang, right up and down. And a little bit of a reach in just then by Cox. Good hand for McKnight as he leaves.
Well deserved.
And Seton Hall ball.
There's Quincy McKnight. 25 points. 8 of 15 from the field. And Roden lays in another one. Williams has it knocked away. 21 turnovers now for Prairie View. So Seton Hall will have the next couple of days off. They'll get back to work on the 26th and then get ready for conference play because they open with DePaul. How about that, followed by Samuel? Samuel with a career high 12. McKnight season high 25.
I will tell you this, Brian, there was a little bit of nervousness in this building and on the Seton Hall bench in the first half of this game, but now they've gotten it under control, obviously, in a huge collective sigh of relief by the Seton Hall Pirate fans.
You're right.
Upstairs if they want it.
They'll pull it back out. Well, listen, they will have a test here in their next game because you open conference play with DePaul, who's sitting at the top basically of the conference at 12-1.
And then they have Georgetown coming in, then they're at Xavier, and then Marquette. So it's without keeping on going there. That's the Big East schedule coming at them, right? Like everybody.
Right. So on the 30th, in Chicago against DePaul, then they're right back here against Georgetown on the 3rd. Xavier. Obviously, they expect to have Miles Powell back, or hoping to have Miles Powell back by that time. Good hands for Nelson as he has a seat. Prairie View, they led this game with 11 minutes left. They were up 1 point, 43-42. But since then, Seton Hall on a 32-9 run has blown this thing wide open.
It's kind of like the same thing that happened with Prairie View against their last opponent, Colorado. They played well for about 25, 30 minutes, and then it got away from them.
Well, Coach Smith looking to definitely win the SWAC again. Only difference was he had a great point guard last season. And Dennis Jones, who is the conference player of the year. They've got Houston Tillotson and Alcorn State after that. And when they start conference play.
And Jones made it so much easier for guys on the floor because he could always find you to get a shot off.
So best believe Coach Smith will turn things around for Prairie View, and once again, they'll be a team to be reckoned with in that SWAC conference. Oh. No push there by Miles Cale to get open.
You and I could get open if they let us do that.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Here's Williams.
Oh, he's
Euro step.
He's tricky, isn't
he? Yes, he is. Follows good. Under a minute now to play.
I will tell you this, though, about Prairie View. They don't take a play off.
No.
They're out of this game, and they just won't let up, which is a good sign. But they do foul a lot.
By the way, have a nice holiday. Merry Christmas while we have a break.
You too.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing and working with you again in the new year.
Yep.
We start conference play in the Big East. What do you got going on at this Pinnacle household? Christmas Eve and Christmas Day?
We're freeloading on a lot of people.
Yeah.
We do a little something at my house. Walk before the charge.
Yeah.
And then I've invited like 25 people to your house.
Oh, I guess I can tell my wife.
Yeah, exactly. You better let her know. Tell the kids we're coming.
Yeah, Fox crew will be there.
It's that old saying, I know where you live.
Exactly. You're right. You're absolutely right. Pirates to hold this one, about 8-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Kale. Follow no good. And here comes the final 5 seconds as Seton Hall now gets their 8th win of the season. They finished the game on